Yo,
What's good, people? We back with another episode of
Brooklyn Boys.
Yeah.
Did you love like niggas scratching on records?
Nah, I just ain't had nothing else better to do just now. Radio.
Okay, Brooklyn Boys Radio. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend to.
Tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe.
Here we go. Shout out to the Woodstack real quick.
What's these here?
Suave in the house,
Swizzle.
and he brought Fat Man with him.
This guy's annoying.
I don't know why he brought him in with him. And then he gonna put him in my car to take up all the space while I'm driving.
This guy's annoying.
Yeah, I'm talking about you. Say something. I guess he ain't gonna say nothing, y'all. So what's good, man? How was your week, man?
My week was grand.
You sound like you had an excellent week.
Nah, listen, I'm alive. I'm grateful for the Lord, you know.
Praise God.
Money and Violence is on Tubi.
Money and Violence is on Tubi, and I'm almost at season 2. You know, I watch it every night before I go to bed. Like, I just put it on, I fall asleep, then I gotta rewind and go back to the spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my bedtime. It'll put me to sleep.
Right now, we #1 on recommended, most popular drama, #1 drama, as well as #1 in crime TV. Also, as well, I was taking care of the submissions this week to get Black on Tubi as well.
Black
So
is my
hopefully,
joint.
within the next month or a month and a half or so, Black will be on Tubi. So look out for that.
Yeah, Black is my joint. I think you should have finished that off, though.
Nah, bro, I got mad episodes of Black written. It's just about getting the budget.
Yeah, Black is my joint.
Yeah,
You was evil
man.
in Black. I ain't like you in Black.
Yeah, I was the grimiest man alive.
I ain't gonna give it away because I wouldn't really want to talk about it. But he was dirty in Black, bro. Definitely dirty.
What's good? How was your week, though, man?
This is crazy, bro. Crazy. I'm on a mission.
All the way to heaven, all the way to heaven. Remember?
I want to get to heaven no time soon.
We on
I want to
mission.
go though. I definitely want to go, but no time soon. This has been on a mission this week, man. I feel like this week I was just really on a mission. I got like 5 different things that I'm trying to make happen, right? Like, so, one, I'm trying to take down some weight, right? So, you know me, when I start fasting and do all kind of stuff, doing that, then I'm going on like, I start the fast off slow this time. I'm doing like intermittent fasting, right? So I'm doing that, but then I'm going into like a juice fast that's gonna lead into a water fast.
Okay.
Right, because I'm going to Mexico for my brother's wedding, so I'm getting ready for that. You know what I'm saying? We had to get his. You didn't come out last week because you was at the Halloween joint.
Yeah, I had to go to the Halloween joint.
Suave didn't come because he's scared of women, but
Yo, Swizzle, you ain't go?
Yo, Suave, you got like 5 invites. Suave, you didn't get an invite to come to my crib? No. To the bachelor party? Suave, I'll smack you right in your head, boy. Yeah, tell me, bro. Yo, he bugging. I told that nigga like 6 times already. And he was like, yo, I'm going to come Saturday. I'm going to come. And he never showed up.
Damn, Swizzle.
Suave, you BSing over there. You definitely BSing. Don't lie, bro. He was scared of the girls. That's what it was. Either that or he ain't had no ones. I don't know. He might have threw that mic. But that's a different story for a different day. Yeah, Mike. That's why you ain't over here. I could talk bad crap about you over here.
How was the bachelor party, though?
It was fun.
Okay.
It wasn't really about the chicks, though. Like, you know, I'm not a stripper guy. Like, I don't care for, you know what I'm saying? And my brothers and my friends, it was more, you know how we get together. All we do is crack jokes all day. So it was like 20 dudes. We had like 5 girls. Shout out to Spliff and Jules. They got me some nice women. We had really nice girls there. Okay. If I knew their names, I would say it and give you their IG. It was really nice girls.
Nice as in personality or nice as in
both.
nice looking?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Nothing better than a pretty woman with a pretty personality.
Yeah. So it was really fun. We did it at my crib. But you know my dudes, they stupid. They start daring each other like, yo, go in there. We had like, you know, the Snyder wings. If y'all know y'all know Snyder wings. Yo, why she dancing on so and so? Go put a piece of chicken in her mouth. She bite it. Like, it was like stupid, you know.
Y'all niggas is like 14 years old, bro. I swear to God.
And they bit the chicken. Niggas like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like stupid, having fun, stuff like that. And the girls, they was into it. They was having fun with us. They was
Y'all niggas is annoying, bro.
You know, mad jokes. They cracking jokes. We cracking jokes. So it was really cool. You know what I'm saying? It turned out what it needed to be. Then the strippers was there for about 3 hours. They left. And then everybody's still around for 3 hours just dissing each other. That's it, bro. Like, so it was good, man. A couple people was drunk.
That's definitely some Brooklyn niggas, because all we do is rank on each other all day long.
And reminisce about old stories. So it was good, man. So, so did that. That was another mission. Then, me with my cold bath, because that helped me with shredding off the weight. Man, I've been in the cold tub every day this week, bro. I've been by your house every day this week, bro. I just be going in and out, coming in and out. So doing that, and then now getting ready for the wedding, because we all got to go fly out to Mexico and all that other crazy stuff. So yeah, that's my mission. Oh, and Brando's remix, Miles Brando's remix.
She ready the remix?
Yes, it is finished.
Holla.
I got like 4 or 5 different artists. I got like 3 different remixes.
Bam, 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 bam.
So yeah, it's crazy. Every night is a movie. So yeah, it's been good. God is good, bro.
God is amazing.
And I also been stressed out. And I had to remind myself even up to last night. I'm going to bed with someone. Y'all ever go to bed with so much stuff on your mind?
Stress is a state of mind, though.
Yeah,
bro.
B. And I had to just tell myself, listen, he did it before, he'll do it again. And I had to remind myself that. And just praying. And some things that was too big for me to handle, I was like, God, I can't do it. You got to take this one. And that's how I went to bed last night, because certain things I just couldn't deal with.
I've come to realize that stress is it's a state of mind, bro. It's literally an outlook. You understand what? You can even you can either say to yourself, no, it's going to happen, right? Which is what's going to relieve the stress. Or you could say, damn, I don't think it's going to happen, which is going to cause the stress. Like, it's literally just what you think, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I realized too. Each one of our lives, that internal voice in our head serves as the narrator, right, to our story. And you could either have a negative narrator, or you could have an optimistic, positive narrator. And it basically sets the tone of your story. You get what I'm saying?
You're correct about that, but and you know what else I had to tell myself today? No matter the obstacle that I guess will come in my way, you got to keep going. You can't stop, right? You got to keep having forward motion. You can't stop. It's so funny, because when I be going to the gym, I be seeing some old cats in there. I mean, like in their 70s and 80s years old. These guys are cut. They look young. And I'm like, what make y'all? And they all go, I never stopped. When I retired, I found something else to pick up and kept going. And I was watching this study. They was showing like people that die after retirement. People die like 2 to 3 years or 5 years after they retire. Because they were saying, because they stopped.
They stopped.
So the body kind of just starts to slow down. So with that being said, also I know in my life, and anything that I want to be successful, no matter how much time I fail, no matter how much time things don't go my way, I got to keep going.
Bro,
got to keep moving.
And it's funny you brought up the gym, because I always say this. It's like when you on the bench, right? And you literally at that pinnacle, right? Where it's that freeze point. You at that plateau where you literally right before that point where you could lock your shoulders, or you could either let it drop down to your chest, right? And this is one thing the gym has taught me. Some people think pain means stop. For me, pain means push harder, because that's what's going to get you to push through, because the only way out is through. You know what I'm saying? So when it hurts, when you see the obstacle, bro, you don't stop. You just push harder so that you can push through.
And you got to push past it. So
yeah.
A lot of times, I just get up and go like, you got to go again. Like, just keep going, bro. And no matter how frustrated I get, man, because sometimes this ain't easy. People think that, oh, yeah, it just happen overnight. It don't happen overnight, man. There's a whole bunch of prayer and a whole bunch of getting up and going. You believe in God and getting up and going again and say you got to do it again.
Yo, bro, and once again, I'll compare it to this show, like, and I'm going to give us a pat on the goddamn shoulders. We've been doing this thing for a year straight. Definitely. You understand what I'm saying?
And we had some adversities too.
Yeah, we've had a lot of adversity.
Shout out to Monty.
Yeah, shout out to my dude Monty, man, and I appreciate Monty because,
yeah, definitely.
Because one thing I realized along my journey is everybody doesn't have it to contribute the same amount. You understand where I'm coming from? And even if they can't contribute for as long as you do or as much as you do, you still got to be grateful for them because they got you to a certain point. You understand what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
So shout out to my dude Monty, man.
Yeah, shout out to Monty. And you got to understand too, even in those trials that happen, right? there's always a learning curve in that, right?
Of course.
Because we had to learn how to set up things again and go get equipment and figure out things from scratch. And, it's always a lesson, either in the blessing or it's always a lesson in something that's not going to go right for you. And you got to pick up what that lesson is and then keep moving forward, bro. You can't look at the lesson like the failure. It's always a lesson to failure, right? You got to look at the failure and be like, all right, cool, what I did wrong.
True failure doesn't occur until you give up, though. That's what people don't realize. You
I like
understand?
that.
Yeah, like it isn't until the day that you say that it's over that you failed. Like during the midpoint where the obstacle comes, as long as you keep going and you figure it out, it was never a failure. It was just an obstacle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because when those obstacles come, you got to learn from those experiences and go, okay, cool. Everything is trial and error. You're gonna try something that don't work. But I ain't gonna lie to you though, man. You make it sound good too. I'm kind of sick of trial and error too, to be honest with you. Sometimes I'll be like, yo, God, can I just get to point A to point B? I just want to get there. I don't want to go through the traffic. I don't want to go through climb over the wall, swim through the water. But sometimes I just want to feel the fruits of the, get the fruits of the labor that you put in. So I understand that you got to keep going and it's gonna come. But sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I got to be honest. Sometimes I'll be wanting. It's like going to the gym. You don't want to go. You just hoping that the workout is over.
But this is why I always say, don't focus on the destination. Fall in love with the journey, right? Because if you're focused on the destination, the journey is gonna seem like it takes so goddamn long. But if you fall in love with the journey, before you know it, you'll be at the destination already. You know what I mean? So if you fall in love with putting in the work, like showing up to do the show, blah, 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 this. The show could take 2-3 years, but you so enjoying the process that you'll get there before you know it. But when you sitting there and you just like, damn, I want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Then every day when you come in, it's sort of like, damn, we not here yet? And it seems longer. So for me, it's like, it's just, man, I just try to fall in love with the process, man. And I try to forget about the fact that I'm trying to get to a certain place. I ignore the destination. God decides when we get to the destination. We don't. You know what I mean?
Well, real quick, Tico just walked back and he went home to wash his foot. Hope your foot better, my nigga.
You went home to wash your foot?
That's nasty.
He had funky foot syndrome before he left here. But back to the destination. You know what also could deter you? You got to be careful too. And I'm just glad we're talking about this. This is kind of off the scheduled program, but watching everybody else be successful around you, or you think they successful around you. That, when you got to train your mind to cut all the noise out, because you start seeing people that's doing what you're doing, you like, yo, how they got there? Why did you start, and that comparison, like, I'm doing this, and they ain't doing, like.
They always say comparison is the thief of all joy, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And you don't know what their backstory is. You don't know how long it took them to
but
get where they got.
some of these niggas, they definitely wake up and they just be getting there too. Like, and some of them is like, yo, wait a minute, I've been doing this for 10 years. This kid just blinked his eyes and he did.
But that's God's will. God decided it was their time. And if God so chooses that it's going to take them 6 months and it's going to take you 6 years, you have to have that faith in God and understand that He knows best, bro.
Yeah, and that's a hard thing to do, to keep that faith sometimes, but you got to keep the faith. The Bible says faith is dead without works. You got to keep working and keep believing. So
nothing happens to you, everything happens for you. So if God feels that it only should take him 6 months to be successful while it needs to take you 6 years, you need to understand that means that you needed 6 years to prepare, bro. It is what it is, and be grateful for it.
Everybody's journey is definitely different.
Yep, very much so.
Yeah, but we're going to get into the show.
Shizzo.
That was Big Brother time for me and Mizzo. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm just going to start off with this story because I want to get it over with and just have talk about some other uplifting or funny stories. Because this story is a little sad.
A little sad? It's very sad.
No, it's very sad. Yeah, it's sad. There was a shooting in Brooklyn. I don't know if anybody was familiar with it. It shootings all the time, but this one was like in your face, on camera. And it was circling around social media so crazy this week. It was a young man that was that lived in Flatbush. I seen the kid on social media before too. Like, I seen
the shooter?
No, the young man that died.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he be on social media and stuff. Passed his page before, and his father and his mother His mother lived, the father died, and the son died, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stepson. Haitian immigrants that live out in Flatbush. And there was
The old Vanderveer.
Huh?
The old Vanderveer houses.
Old Vanderveer houses. They call it Flatbush Gardens.
Flatbush Gardens now.
Yeah. They always try to change something like it's better. Like it's still Vanderveer. But yeah, I guess homeboy came upstairs. It was a noise complaint.
They said that for months, since they had been moving there, it's been an ongoing thing between the neighbor and them. He's always complaining about noise. But, you know, they have young children. So.
Yeah. So he came upstairs. He knocked on the door. From the video, it looked like he was getting into it with the wife. First, husband. Then the husband came to the door. Like, you can't hear the sound, but you probably asked him, like, what you doing? You know, like, why?
Yeah,
you
because
beefing my wife?
it's an ongoing feud
Yeah.
between them.
So, you know, this is a classic of everything that sometimes we talk about, right? And not in a bad way, nothing bad. He came to the door, you know, naturally the son came out too, because it's the mom.
But the son was off to the side.
But
he didn't look like he was trying to get into anything.
It. But
I think he was there probably just in case. I'm just making sure that this is my mother. Like, right. Yeah, mom's is all right.
And I feel like the husband, to me, felt like the husband did the right thing because he came outside because our job is to protect.
Of course.
So he came to protect his wife, was beefing with the neighbor who clearly was coming for a problem before it even escalated like that, because he started fixing his gun in the picture, in the video. They didn't see that, but you know that's what the video showed. So as he came out to the door, when he came up to the door, him and the guy start arguing. The guy goes back in the house. The father go back in the house, gets the scissors.
I didn't see him go. When I saw the video, he had came out with the scissors. I didn't see anything about
he went back in the house to get the scissors. Got the scissors. But this is what people say, you know.
In the video, they showed him go back in the house?
Yeah. It's a longer video.
Oh, there's a longer video, okay.
Yeah, he had a shirt on first, then he took off a shirt, came back with the scissors. But even with the scissors, right? Some people ain't gonna understand this, but some people gonna understand this. Dude was big in stature, the father. He was big. He looked like he was a big fella, right? But when he came out, to me, this is just my opinion, even when he had the scissors in his hand, my knife over there, when he had the scissors in his hand, he came out talking to the guy, but to me, he wasn't aggressive enough.
He wasn't threatening.
He wasn't threatening.
He wasn't, nah.
Even the way he held the scissors. He didn't hold the scissors like this. He held the scissors like from the middle of the top.
You know what it seemed like? Look, I couldn't hear what they were saying. And once again, they said that this is an ongoing feud that's been going on for 4 months. It seems to me like Pop Dukes came out more on some old, like, yo, you with this bullshit again?
Yeah.
Because to me, everybody's talking about that the father had a weapon. But what dispels all of that is when the mother grabbed the father, he was walking away when dude shot him. He was going back in the house.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, if this is an ongoing feud, and dude this time came, I don't know if he had a gun on him ever before when they've been feuding, but he came upstairs with a gun for a reason.
Bro. He was setting himself up. Himself up.
Yeah, for a reason.
The whole time. And, you know, ladies, this is what I'm going to tell y'all. For me, just watching it, but just
I
my
agree.
opinion.
I already know where you're going with this.
When you see two men engaging like that, especially, and I'm not no expert fighter. I'm not going to tell you I'm not expert or nothing. But when you start creating so much distance between...
That gave him the opportunity to draw that weapon.
Draw the weapon.
Yes, I totally agree.
Right? And she distracted the husband because... And not like she meant it. I'm not saying that she meant to do none of this.
No, nobody's saying that this is her fault. But what it did was it put the husband at a disadvantage because he was not in the close proximity to this man.
He was having so much problems pulling out the gun when he first tried to pull it out. If the husband was facing him, he could have grabbed him. Not saying it would have worked out the same way.
Of course.
But, you know, it would have... She distracted him.
We don't know where it could have been.
Could have been.
How it could have happened.
And then the son, when the shot ran off, he ran the wrong way, it looked like.
I think he was just in shock, bro.
Because
I don't even think he was running at dude. I think he was just trying to get out the way. Yeah.
And he
caught a bad one.
Yeah, he gave it to the little boy, man. Well, he's a grown man, but 27, young man. He gave it to him, and then, you know, he went back over to the father after he shot him, and then executed him. Like he went over him, stood over him,
put the kill shot. Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you this: I knew he had to be an officer or something like that because the way he held
The way
that weapon.
Yeah.
He didn't hold that weapon like no regular hood. I've been in shootouts, bro.
And I'll be honest with you.
He shot like you
not
saw
only
a professional.
that, when the sun was coming at him, he shot exactly so close range.
He knew what
he knew what he was doing, bro. He knew what he was doing.
He definitely knew what he was doing with that gun, bro.
Because every which way the sun came at him, he moved out the way and he was just hitting them. Bomb, 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 bomb. Like, nah, you could tell like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he definitely knew what he was doing. And for that, like for a noise complaint, it ain't that serious, bro.
Nah.
And they caught him and they said he, I think it's like death by suicide by cops because they said he was in a car standoff.
But that's the crazy thing. They said he had a knife.
He ran towards them with the knife.
He wanted them to kill him.
He wanted to kill. He was a correctional officer. He wasn't trying to go back to jail. All that. And which I thought was crazy because you took these two men life
with the gun, but then you gonna go at the cops with the
knife, and then you ain't had nowhere. They found you in Coney Island, like
Gravesend.
Yeah, so you didn't have nowhere to go 2 days later. Like you didn't have no plan. Like you ruined your life.
I think, but once again, I think that's the disadvantage with men getting emotional, and that's what I speak about all the time. And I think that's what occurred with him. I think he was emotional. He did something while he was moving on emotion without the benefit of intellect, and then after it occurred, his mind sobered up and he realized what he did, because. A lot of times people are drunk on emotion, man, and they just do shit, right? Without the benefit of really thinking it through. But then after it occurs, then that's when they get hit with the, oh my God, what did I do?
And he took the elevator down.
Yeah, he pressed the button and waited for the elevator.
That's what made me think right there he was some mental health shit.
I don't know about mental health.
He's just angry in his emotions.
I think he's just angry and he's just in emotions,
we like to give these names and titles to things. I'm tired of giving name and title. This is toxic. This is mental health. Like, yo, bro, some people just, I don't want to say that word, but some people just crazy. But it's going to do crazy things, bro.
But it's like we always say, right? It's just like when you're in a relationship. It's not always beneficial for you to have a discussion with your partner when you're angry. Sometimes it's best to just take that time to step away and be like, look, let's talk about this tomorrow. Because, you say things that you may regret when you're upset. And it's the same thing. Like when you're emotional, I don't think that's the best time for you to deal with certain situations. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's best to wait until you cool off and then you go deal with it. Because, bro, you're not going to think your way through. And what may make sense to you when you're emotional isn't going to make sense to you when you calm down.
Yo, not only that, right, and I get that too, but I also want to speak about, I think they said it was 2 more children in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So the PTSD they got to live with for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Them kids probably never make noise in the house again, bro.
Yeah. Them kids may go through the rest of their life feeling like their father and their brother lost their lives and it's their fault. And it's they may live with that guilt.
Yo, listen, man.
They may live with that
guilt. I'm not saying we're gonna talk about some other kids making noise, some other topics because of this topic, but children gonna be children, bro. Children gonna be children, and I know it's unfortunate. I've been in a house where you got the kids, they upstairs, they stomping. Some of them, some parents don't be considerate.
Mm-hmm.
Some kids bouncing the basketball, boom, 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 boom. And you're not telling your kid, yo, somebody live downstairs, so we also got to be mindful. I don't know what that man was going through, but it wasn't enough to execute those 2 men like that.
We do need to be considerate, but I don't think that because a parent is inconsiderate to the neighbor downstairs and their child is making noise, it merits them losing their life. And it's so funny because when I saw this on social media and I read a lot of the comments, and a lot of people are using I'm not going to call it an excuse, but they're using the reasoning, but the father came out with a knife, and once you pull out a weapon. I think that we're becoming too cavalier with people losing their lives, bro. Like, life these days doesn't mean anything. It's so crazy because we sit here and we talk about the police, right? How a lot of times somebody may pull a knife out on the cops or a bat, and the cops choose to take their life because of that. And we're like, yo, that's overkill, right? Did you have to kill them? You could have disarmed them. Like, so with
he was so excellent with that gun. How his
oh,
gun
he
worked.
was, bruh.
He could have shot him in the leg.
He could have shot him in the leg,
exactly. He didn't have to go that far. And like I said, the knife. It's funny, right? Because on one hand, I saw people saying the what you call it, the scissors. And then on the other hand, we talk about every week, yo, you got to protect your woman. He was protecting his wife.
He's protecting his family,
because
bro.
the wife was at the door. You didn't see that video. The wife was at the door first with the dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then then the husband came to the door like, yo, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he going for his family, and it's enough. He probably tired of dude coming upstairs.
He probably tired of dude coming upstairs. Like, yo, bruh, like, come on.
I just wish he didn't take his eye off. My saying would the situation would have been different. I don't know. Listen, man, my condolences to the
condolences
family.
to the family.
Yeah, it's hard to come out here to be an immigrant from any country, but to be an Haitian immigrant, to be living in Flatbush, in that part of Flatbush where they at, and then they got to deal with that shit on top of that. That's not cool. You know what I mean? So my condolences to them. And homeboy, wherever you at, heaven or hell, you there. You didn't have to be there because you didn't have to go that far, bro.
Yeah, because not only did you take their lives, but you threw your life away.
You just threw your shit away.
Unnecessary,
that was
very
crazy.
unnecessary.
Crazy. But it's a celebrity news. Real quick, I don't know if you've seen, you know me, I'm the king of watching other podcasts. I like to watch other shows to make sure we on point too. But I was watching Drink Champs with the Kodak Black interview.
Mm-hmm.
And after the interview, everybody was saying that he need help. He looked like he wasn't he's on drugs. I don't know what kind of drugs they were saying he was on. Somebody said they saw some white stuff on his nose. I don't know how true that is, but I did hear that in another interview another interview and stuff. Two things I gotta say about that interview. I'm confused, bro. What I mean by I'm confused, I don't know if people watch Kodak Black, right? Like, I'm not saying the boy ain't on drugs, but he always talk kind of slur.
You know what's funny? I was just about to say, Kodak always looked like he on drugs.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna lie, in the Drink Champs interview, his eyes did look more geeked out than normal.
He drinking and taking
Your
shots.
eyes don't get like that off of no alcohol, bro.
Yo, bro. So, I always told you I like Kodak Black. You always be like, why? Mm-hmm. I think the boy I sent you something from him the other day. I don't know if you listened to it, and he was spitting some lyrics and shit, and he really was like saying some real hard shit in lyrics. I'm like, yo, the kid can really rap. Like, he just don't talk well to me. Like, I just feel like he talk mad slow. Like, something wrong with his speech. Like,
he's from Florida. No, and what I mean by that is he got that deep Southern Florida, that twang, bro.
His shit a little off with that.
Yeah, he got that deep Southern twang.
But then I heard him talk again. He be all over place in thought, but on point at the same time. Because if you listen what he's saying, he really saying some key stuff. But at the same time, you're like, yo, what are you talking about? I've never seen nobody like that. They saying all the right things, but still sounding the wrong way at the same time. So, listen, man.
I'll be honest with you, man. And I get, I don't know if I could even call this whole podcast lane journalism. I don't think it's journalism at all.
I think it's her journalism.
Yeah, I don't know if it's journalism because I don't know if the goal of these shows is to really find out the truth. I don't know if it's more sensationalisms or for the clickbaits or to draw the views. If there's one thing that I like about this show itself is that we're not about the shock value. We're not about the utilizing someone else's pain or exploiting other people's situations to get views and all of that shit. Like, this is literally just a grown conversation about pop culture, current events, whatever. And that's one thing that I'm not even, I don't know what the goal of Drink Champs was with the interview, but that's one thing that's really starting to leave a sour taste in my mouth is just everybody's just trying to exploit everybody's situation literally for clickbait and for views. And I get it that that's where the dollars lie. I get it, but damn, we got to have some type of integrity to our shit, man. Like,
But I think Drink Champs, like, for the show.
Yeah, and I like Nori, and I like Drink Champs.
Yeah, I think Drink Champs but it's always been that, right? Like, since the conception of it, it's been that. You go on the show, you get drunk, and you
yo.
You say
I ain't got no problem with the whole getting drunk thing.
Yo, we know that.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that And it's not just Drink Champs. I mean, look, the temperature of podcasts these days is just, the exploitation of whatever people are going through for the sake of clickbait and getting views,
Yeah,
man.
but I think, listen, the reason why I don't beef about the podcast thing, not only because we have one, but I think it lends a voice to people who always want to have a voice that couldn't really go out there and say nothing, didn't have a platform to do it. So now that you have a voice, I just think you got to be careful with certain things that you put out there, because people are listening and taking certain things seriously that you say. That's why I take my time sometimes, and before we go through the show, search that on Google, make sure that I'm saying the right thing, or make sure I don't want to give out the wrong information. Sometimes it may happen, but I think it's a lens of voice, and I think different podcasters speak to different people. Like, I think we speak to different people that just like us for what we are. We speak to them and we relate to them, and we regurgitate the news that we given the way they palate can accept it, and they don't probably hear it on whatever else they listening to. And I think that's cool, as long as you trying to give the right information out there. And everybody is different. Some shows about sex, some shows about parenting, some shows about,
real estate, economics,
real estate, all kind of stuff. So, it is what it is. But as far as the Kodak Black situation, if he is messed up, it's unfortunate because nobody can help him but himself. And why I say that is people can reach out, because I seen a lot of people who was on drugs before was saying like, yo, they know the signs. They would know better than me and you. And they were saying that. But dealing with a situation not too long ago, you can't do nothing for a person that
until they're ready to make that decision.
Until they're ready to make that decision for themselves. So that young man gonna have to make that decision to come to terms with himself if he need help, if he want the help, and go get the help, because you can't force nobody to get help in this country.
Of course not.
You know what I mean? Especially when they're in sound mind. That's not something you can just take a person off the street and be like, yeah, I'm gonna get you help. He gotta want that for himself. So until Kodak want that, it ain't gonna happen, bro. Ain't gonna happen. But and some other, I don't know, celebrity news, I guess. I don't remember, you don't really watch sports, but the basketball player Joe Smith, his wife and him got into a big argument on social media. Another thing, I don't know why everybody put stuff on social media.
I don't know why she recorded it and put it on social media.
I don't know why, because that didn't have to be nobody's business. But I do have a theory, and I'm going to tell you my theory.
It's to promote her OnlyFans.
Yeah. So, he confronted his wife and said, yo, listen, I heard you got an OnlyFans page. Why you didn't tell me, why you didn't have this discussion with me? She's like, yo, we've been broke. Like, our money is dwindling.
Well, first she said, my body, my decision, or something like that.
Okay, cool.
And then she basically said that, that the money hasn't been coming in. But she did say something that was very interesting to me, which to me was kind of the end of the argument. She said, you knew who I was when you met me. See, I knew you were going to say that. I disagree with that, too. Well, listen, when I heard on TMZ, she said that when he met her, she was already in the adult business. Adult business. Or whatever.
And I hear that. But just because...
That doesn't mean that she shouldn't tell him.
If you met me as a drug dealer, and then I made a decision to go back and sell drugs... To go back,
I should still tell you.
I should still tell you.
There should still be a conversation.
No,
that I totally do.
I don't care. You changed, nigga. I thought you changed because you met me.
No, that I do totally agree with. There's still a conversation.
Yeah, I thought you changed because you met me. Like, you know what I mean? She's like, yeah, I did change because I meet you, but your money ain't right no more. So I had to go backwards. And basically what she was saying on TMZ. So, I think the trust is gone there, bro. For me, if that was me, yeah, I don't know.
And to be honest with you, I don't even think it's about the OnlyFans. It's about the fact that you would make a decision like that without.
Because everybody's seen a coochie already.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if she an adult, everybody done seen all kind of crazy things happen.
It's about the fact that you wouldn't have a conversation with. You wouldn't give me the respect as a man to have that conversation with me before you decide to make that decision.
And then it makes it matters worse because then you put it on social media.
That's what I didn't understand.
I'm your husband. You know what I'm saying? Then you put on social
media. You're embarrassing me.
To embarrass
You're humiliating me.
And the worst thing you could do is disrespect the dude. And that's, I heard poor Joe left the house. He had a sister crib. And, you know what I mean? But I do kind of feel like this is my theory. I feel like they kind of set it up so her OnlyFans can ring up some more. And maybe both of them, I don't
know if they set it up.
I know. Maybe she just did it. But I want to feel like it's both of them doing it. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I mean? and they got her OnlyFans ringing off. But yeah, that's kind of bugged out, bro. I think that's bugged out.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I mean,
You
but
gotta
then,
have a
but then,
conversation with
but,
your man,
but then
bro.
again, this is the new age woman of today.
But she's not new. She old as crap, bro.
But
Like,
yeah, but
she ain't a new age woman.
when I say new age, I'm talking about the mindset these days. You see how she said, "My body, my choices," right? Because at the end of the day, this new age woman thinks that whether she's married, she feels that she has full autonomy over her body, and any decision that she makes as far as her body is concerned, that's not her husband's business, which is crazy, because once y'all decide to share a life, once y'all say that we are together, we are partners, we are married, then you need to understand that my actions reflect on you and your actions reflect on me.
Yeah.
You get where I'm coming from? So you can't just say my body, my choices, because anything you do reflects on me.
And I just want to make it clear, he can't say his body, his choices. either.
Exactly.
It goes both ways.
It goes both ways.
I don't want y'all to think Mo's saying,
No.
oh, he got autonomy over her
about,
body.
I'm talking about when y'all decide to share a life, then y'all are sharing a life, and anything that either y'all do reflects on the other. So to just make a decision like that without sitting down with your partner first to find out how they feel about it, and to at least give them, even if you were gonna decide to do what you were going to do, but at least they are aware, even if they don't agree, at least they are aware of what you are out there doing, and they're not getting. Don't ever give somebody else the power to hurt your partner by letting them know something that your partner didn't know. That's how I always feel.
Yeah, definitely. Because he said he found out because his she said he found out from his other girlfriend.
She said some chick he was entertaining, and she wanted to mess up their relationship. But that's the thing.
That
so
sounds crazy
so
to me, 'cause
but why give that person the ammo? That's my thing. Why give that person the ammo to hurt your situation?
Yeah, the whole thing is just crazy, man.
Yeah.
Poor Joe.
Well, we wish them the best.
It remind me every time I say poor Joe, remind me of Kamala Harris. We won, Joe. We won.
Oh my
I
God.
lost, Joe. I lost.
Yeah, we did
We
it.
did it, Joe.
She fucking get on my goddamn
I ain't seen
nerves.
Kamala ever since then.
Nigga.
What Kamala black ass?
Man.
I ain't seen her since then. Whatever, man. I'm gonna stick here because the NBA, basketball news. I see Marcus Jordan. What's Scottie Pippen's wife name? Larissa? What's her name? Larissa? That's her name?
No, Larsa Pippen.
Larsa Pippen.
Larsa Pippen.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen definitely lost her. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna make my man Scottie kill himself. He gonna go. Marcus gonna go, yeah, we plan to get married, and I was my father's best man at his wedding, and I was my brother's best man, so my father's gonna be my best man.
Well, guess what I'm gonna say? Marcus deserves what he got coming, bro.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Marcus Jordan deserves what he got coming.
Yo,
that's all I can say.
I hope she robbed him for everything.
All
bro.
I can say is whatever comes, Marcus, you deserve every last bit of it.
Imagine Michael Jordan be the best man at the wedding, and you run 6 rings with Scottie Pippen. I know this is why Scottie be getting on Mike, because he knew this thing was happening in the background. We like, yo, what's wrong with Scottie and Mike all these years? It's because your son is piping his ex-wife. He got kids with her. Like your son, yo, Mo, that's like me and you. Now I got your ex-wife.
Why? Wait, no. Why can't be my son got your ex-wife?
No. I'm telling the story. I'm telling the story.
He said I'm telling the story.
It's me and you, and my son is marrying your ex-wife, and now he the stepfather of your kids. Yo, that's crazy.
I like the other way, brother.
What?
My son is marrying your ex-wife.
No. We ain't playing that.
Yeah, he was
killing for a while, bro. You doing this thing.
He was killing.
So that's crazy. He gonna be the step pops.
But once again, and I will say this, new age woman, bro.
He gonna be the step pops.
But it's not even just that.
No, Mo, he gonna be the step pops.
That shit crazy.
To Scottie Pippen kids, bro.
That shit crazy.
I don't know how old are the kids? Are they of age? Like how?
Scottie Pippen's son?
Yeah, one of his sons. I think one of his sons is in the NBA.
It is? Okay, cool. So they old. They ain't got really. Yeah, I punch Marcus in his face, bro.
For what? Why?
I'm punching Marcus in his
Why?
face.
That's his ex-wife.
See, because guess I hear you, but that's violent. Yo, you don't do that, bro.
That's it. Listen, the relationship was between Scotty and Michael, not Scotty and what's the son's name? Marcus. And Marcus, bro.
Nah, you can't do nothing like that, Mo. That's crazy.
So let me ask you a question. So let's say your father has a best friend who has an ex-wife, and bruh, you're not cool with your father, and you meet this ex-wife or whatever. So you're telling me, bruh.
But you know the history.
Nah, not even. Your pop's supposed to get a word. What's my pop's give the
Listen,
word?
I put that on Michael more than I put that on Marcus.
Nah,
I put that
hear
on Michael
too,
more than I put that on
But y'all know the
Marcus.
history that me. Let's
Doesn't-
like we went to war together.
But what
me,
I'm saying is, I put that on Michael more than I put that on
That's
Marcus.
crazy, bro.
Because Marcus ain't, I'm sure Marcus ain't friends with Scotty, bro. What the hell you know about that? That was for Michael to check.
Yeah, but he knew. I'm not trying to check. That mean every time. What's her name again?
Larsa.
Lost her. Yeah, I lost her. But anyway, every time she comes to the crib, Marcus from a little was looking at her like, I'm gonna get that when I grow up.
He probably was.
That's crazy. Like ring number 3, Marcus is already like.
But
yo,
why are we, I mean, is it on Marcus or is it on Larsa, bro? Larsa violated, not
No,
Marcus. Larsa violated, not Marcus.
Lost or whatever her name. That's her, I hope we say her name right.
Larsa.
You know, but listen, she the greatest, man. She the GOAT, for
Wasn't
real.
Future writing songs about Larsa?
Yeah, she the GOAT, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, she the GOAT,
Future
bro.
took it down too.
Yeah, but she the GOAT. She the only one winning and all that. She the GOAT, bro.
While
To
she was
Scotty?
married. Yeah. Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. See, I don't want to wish nobody no harm or no. Yo, can you really be mad at this man if you go, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro.
Why would he? Why would he,
Yo,
bro?
bro.
That's his ex-wife. They are no longer together.
Now,
She
bro,
can do
you heard what he
whatever
said.
that-
Future was taking it down when they was married.
Okay, and now he left her. If he left her because of that, then he's a smart man.
So lost her Future. and then got her Jordan. Got her a pair of Jordans, B. Like, she good, bro. Like, she the GOAT, B. That's the real GOAT, bro.
Hey.
She only mad to lost
I
her,
was
B.
just about to go.
That's the good. She the real MVP out
You
here,
beat me
B,
to it.
because that's crazy. You know, it's a lot of basketball. This is the last basketball. I just got to get out the basketball thing. I just can't take it no more. They say that Dwayne Wade and
Gabrielle
Union probably breaking up, divorce. I don't know. I can care less. It ain't my home, but I'm just here to tell y'all the news, which I would think is crazy. But I think that relationship has always been a little crazy to me, but I keep my thoughts to myself on why I feel that way. But yeah, hope y'all can keep your family together, man. Like, you know, I don't want to see people break up with their
Gabrielle
family.
said, my work is done here.
Oh man,
We know what she did. Her
Oh
work
God,
is
I gotta
done.
go.
Time to move on.
I gotta go. We still got
What at
more.
the top and what at the bottom?
Yo, stop.
I ain't
Stop.
say nothing.
Stop. Go. I got one more NBA story real quick. Flavor Flav. We just gonna get
Flavor Flav.
So I see everybody mad at Flavor Flav this week.
Why?
Flavor Flav is that he's another GOAT, bro.
Of course.
So they called him out to the Bucks and Hawks game. He had to go sing, the national anthem, which he destroyed it.
They saying he made a mockery of it.
He destroyed it. But it ain't fair. Suave, you can
But
go
it
to a
wouldn't-
clip of
but
it.
guess
though.
what?
Let Suave go to a clip real quick.
Go to a clip.
Prove to the night that our flag was still there.
So y'all saw Flavor Flav just destroy
But
the
guess
national.
what? If he didn't do it that way, it wouldn't be Flavor Flav though, bro.
Listen. It's the Bucks. Whoever called Flavor Flav, they knew they was getting. It ain't got nothing to do. Flavor Flav probably collect the check and knew they was getting, and he sung his heart out. That ain't their fault, bitch.
That's Flav for you.
Yo, you saw the players, they was like this. Like, Flav didn't give a, yo, that nigga, I seen 50 Cent on the thing going, yo, we going to World War III after this one for real. We on our way to war or something like that. But
They
yo,
saying they making a mockery of the U.S.
yo, Flavor Flav, man.
I ain't mad at
I ain't
Flavor
mad at
Flav,
Flav.
man.
Flav's been the same.
Flav been the same since the 80s, bro.
Since 82, bro. He been the
Exactly.
same dude. Yeah.
Why would you expect anything different out of him?
I don't expect nothing different. I don't know who hired. Fired the person that hired him. That's who got him to sing the national
Whose
anthem.
idea was that?
I don't know. But in other news, NHL star hockey player Adam Johnson was tragically killed on a national televised game. A skate, one of the ice skates ran over his neck, and it must look like it cut him in.
How sharp are those skates?
I don't know, but I'm surprised more accidents don't. RIP to him, but I'm surprised.
Condolences to his family.
Yeah, those things don't happen, man. Like more often, like somebody's fingers get cut off or something like that. Or
Well, thank God that doesn't happen more often.
yeah, I'm surprised that, you know what I mean. And I never heard that before, but you know, yeah, that was a little that was sad, bro. I seen that story, man, and I was just like, yo, that was different, man. You know, to watch that, your kids there, tell them. I don't know if they filmed
I
it.
wonder if they're gonna change any rules and regulations because of that.
I don't know. They probably have to put on skates. I don't know. I don't know. And there's some last. I'm not going to no more celebrity news. We can come back to that later. But I don't want to talk about celebrities no more. I want to talk about some other stuff. I'm tired of that. So it's been this thing. I've been seeing this thing. I seen this dude the other day on social media, and he did something that I don't really respect. Right? He went on social media and said that they asked him, some Love and Hip Hop dude, and said he asked him who he like slept with. And he said, "Yo, I slept with Lori Harvey," right? And I was like, "Yo."
Since when do men do that?
Yeah, that's like some sucker shit, right? Like,
yeah, definitely some sucker shit.
Now, I think men do kiss and tell, but we tell like our friend, our best friend, "Yo, I hit
We tell people close to us.
Yeah,
we
you know
don't
what I mean?
broadcast it.
But we don't broadcast it on social media. Like, men, that ain't a man trait. Like, we don't. I don't know when y'all dudes think it's cool or to get clout off of a chick. Like,
It's sucker shit, bro. It's straight sucker shit.
I've been with a few celebrity women, and you know who I've been with? Nah, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I have. But
I would never say nothing.
It's nothing to talk about, man. It's
What is there to talk about?
It's nothing to put your business out there. Y'all dudes, like this whole new age and wave of men, y'all different, bro. Y'all can't be just talking y'all business. You know what? Another thing I don't do that's crazy, like, especially, I don't really show my sex exploits like that, bro.
Nah.
And if I did it, if I ever did it, you'd never see the broad face. I don't do that. I don't share pictures, videos. Like, your videos are safe with me. Your videos are safe right here with me. So if you have any, just send them and be with me. You know, they safe with me. Even if I got mad at her, like she did some.
I will say that though. We don't really talk about, like, we may be like, yeah, I was with somebody last night, but we don't really talk about that. Like, and you know, and maybe it's a maturity thing. Maybe we just got to a certain age. Because, you know, when we were younger, like, and you would more talk about that with your close peoples or whatever. But now that I'm older, like, I mean, what am I getting out of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, nah.
Let me tell you something, too. Especially when you was younger, man. You tell your homeboy you hit, then he gonna try to hit it because he feel like, oh, he got it, you can get it. Yeah, I can get it too.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? So you always kept that secret and sacred to you. You know what I mean? Like, when Tico told me he hit shorty, I took his shorty from him.
Yo, bro, I learned the lesson. I learned the lesson when I was like, I think I was like 19, right? Mm-hmm. And there was this young lady that used to come check my aunt. And she was older. She was like, she's probably like 27, 28 years old, but she was bad, right? And my aunt used to have me walk her home at night or whatever. And through walking her home or whatever, you know, we started building a rapport. Anyway, whatever happened ended up happening. Mm-hmm. My stupid ass, I had a cousin of mine who was older. You know what I'm saying? So he was always in the shorty, and he always used to see me with her. And he always used to ask me, like, yo, bro, you took that down, blah, blah, blah. And I used to be like, nah, nothing. We just cool. And after like a month or two of him asking me, one night we was in front of the building, we was drinking, and my stupid ass, I'm like, yeah, all right, man, yeah, you want to know? Yeah, whatever happened, whatever. Mm-hmm. Yo, bro, and at the time, I was dealing with my BM, my oldest daughter or whatever, mid-arms. Yo, son, do you know that like 2 days later, my BM come to me and was like, yo, I'm walking down Flatbush. Your man driving down Flatbush, he sees me. He literally causes an accident to pull over his car, jumps out the car, and he goes and tells my BM, bro.
See, that's why you gotta keep your mouth shut, bro.
But luckily, when the first time she had came around, because he had known her from way before I had even met her, and I had told her, like, yo, he the type of dude to try to tell you some BS to get between us. So when he told her, I was like, yo, you remember when I told you he the type of dude to tell you? She was like, oh, yeah, I remember that. I'm like, yeah, that nigga, man. But, son, that shit taught me a lesson.
She just
And
smacked him.
Son. But he was that type of bitch-ass nigga, though. Like,
Yeah, he should have gave one like one of them pals from like
bruh, I couldn't believe
Batman
him,
and Robin.
bruh.
Pew!
But
Like,
yeah,
what?
but that taught me, like, yo, listen, man. Whenever something go down, you just keep that.
You
bullshit
can't talk
to
your
yourself.
business, bro. Y'all dudes got to stop telling, going on TV, on social media, especially when you get a good kill. Like, you can't, that ain't for everybody to know. That's for you and Shorty to know. Maybe tell one of your
But what
mans.
do you get
I
out
don't
of
know.
it? That's what
Like,
I don't
know. Like,
understand.
maybe it's clout. You know, these dudes nowadays do anything for clout, so I don't know.
Yeah, but you do it for clout. And this is what people don't understand with the doing things for clout. You gain clout, but you lose respect. Like that's the thing, though.
That's true, but I feel like there's gonna be women out there. Well, he hit Lori. I give him some too. Like, you know, somebody might say that. They might not care.
That's because people these days
You
are
know, the
so
standards
goddamn
the standards are a little
misguided,
low
man.
out here, B.
Yeah.
They're a little low out here. Now, this has been going on for weeks, and you know, next show we probably have a lady on here, so we're gonna bring it up again.
Okay.
Have some ladies' opinions and stuff like that. But I seen this. I think you've seen it too. We had spoke about it earlier in the week. Older gentleman. I guess he's a little bit more distinguished financially, and he's talking to another another gentleman, and he was telling him, "You're not a man if you go 50-50 with your woman on bills, right?"
I don't think he was saying you're not a man. I think he was saying this is why you should go 50-50.
No, he said the exact words was you're not a man if you're
okay.
not paying 50-50 in your house, right? Or your bills. He said real men take care of all the bills. And basically he was telling them, and he was like, yo, how can I basically take care of the bills if I'm only making all the bills and not pay 50-50 if I'm only making $14 an hour? And he said, well, you got to do better. You got to go get another hustle. You got to do something. Now, you know, for me and you spoke about it already. We see certain things the same, but we see some things differently too. For me, I just give my opinion. I hate the false narrative sometimes that he said he was saying, some people say he was saying it like nicely to him. I still think he was trying to big bro him. Just because you say something nice doesn't mean you ain't trying to big bro dude. That's just my opinion. And to me, when he was talking to him and he was telling him it's his opinion and it's his truth, right? I can't knock a person for their truth. But my problem is when you got, once again, these platforms and you got all these young men listening, we live in a country that men don't make $100,000. They don't make six figures. We live in a country that
most men don't make six figures.
Yeah, it's like 1% or 5% or something like that. I forgot the number. Y'all can look it up real quick.
I don't think it's 1%.
I think it's like 5% make six figures or something like that. Look it
Yeah,
up.
no,
Smart.
most men don't make
Right?
six figures.
In this country, right? So not only that, we live in a country where the average household men and women are making like $30,000 each, right? So, and we live in an economy that's constant inflation. I don't care if you in New York, you in the middle of the country, you in California, everywhere is going up. You can't live off of that one salary and you have a family. So we don't live in a time where, you know, when I was growing up, I tell everybody, my mother sent me to the store for some bread. I buy bread for under $1, bro. You understand what I'm saying to you? We was getting a slice of pizza for this is crazy. I'm saying slice of pizza. We was getting a slice of pizza for 75 cents with a can of soda. You know what I mean? I went to go buy a pizza pie. I bought 3 of them the other day from the pizza store. It cost me $80 for 3 pizza pies, B. We don't live in that time. And I don't want people to make this false narrative like it ain't cool to be a young man Now, you working towards something, I don't have a problem with that. Working towards, paying all your bills in your crib, that's not what I'm saying. But you 20 years old and you got a girl, or you and your girl engaged, y'all trying to get it together and figure out life, y'all should be working together hand in hand to figure it out. You can't put all that burden on that one dude because then you can't build nothing. And not everybody's made to be a millionaire. Not everybody's made to make six figures. People got to go work at the cable company. People got to go work at the bus station. People got to go work as being an exterminator. People got to do those jobs. Everybody's not gonna be a millionaire. Everybody's not gonna make six figures. So this ideal, sometimes we put in people's head like, yo, they gonna make six figures, or they could take care of a whole household. When we know we live in a household that gotta make like 70, 80,000, maybe six figures just to survive, bro. When you talking about kids, child care, we don't live in that. And then when you got this dude going outside to put his life on the line to go sell drugs or go rob something, then he was stupid for doing that. Y'all got to make up your minds, bro.
I mean, for me, I have two things to say about that. For one, I don't like blanket statements, right? And what I mean by blanket statements, I don't like when people say one thing that's supposed to apply to everybody. To each his or her own. Everybody's situation is everybody's situation. Now, one thing that I do agree with what you said, which I pulled from that conversation, is I don't think that he's saying that every man is supposed to begin paying for everything. I think he's saying that every man should strive to get to that point, right? Me personally, if I'm gonna speak for myself, what I'm gonna say is this. When I was in my mid-20s, I thought the 50-50 thing was cool, right? But as I got older and I matured more, I think what it is for so long, just like you, I've been taking care of myself, right? And I've been paying my own bills. I've been paying my own rent. I've been paying the electric. So for me, when a woman moved in with me, I didn't see a reason for that to change because I've been doing that shit for so goddamn long.
Yeah, I agree.
You understand what I'm saying? So, and in no way does that mean that I feel that she shouldn't contribute in some way. But I just feel that to keep the dynamic clear between us, I don't feel that a man needs to pay all the bills, right? I think, okay, it's cool for the woman to pay the electricity, for her to pay the cable. But me personally, as far as what I do believe the man should cover the rent or the mortgage. I do believe that. I think it just keeps a dynamic of respect in your home.
I do agree. I don't need nobody to help me. I've been paying, a couple of $1,000
this
every
is
month
what I'm
on my
saying.
mortgage,
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need nobody to be like, oh yeah, I've been taking care of that all this time. I'm just saying I don't like the fact that people come in and you tell these young people like, yo, listen, people got to have a starting point to build from, bro. Before you can get here, you got to walk before you crawl. And what he said in the video was a man shouldn't be with a woman until he could take care of himself fully. He shouldn't like go get a girlfriend.
I agree and disagree at the same time with that, man. That
sounds crazy.
Because you know what it is? I agree simply because I think that when you take on a relationship, you take on a partnership, there's a level that you should be able to contribute, right? But in the same breath, I also believe that it's good to deal with a woman when you're not all the way there to make sure that she's there for all the right reasons.
So I hear what you're saying, right? But it's two things, right? For me, I also think people are helpmates to one another. That special person can help push you and drive you to someplace, and you can help push that person and drive them to someplace.
I agree.
Right? That's one part of it. The other part of it, we had another conversation separate, and we're not gonna get into that conversation earlier. And this is why we was talking about what we were talking about with some countries, people go and get younger women. Culture, the father will go give his 13, 14-year-old daughter to a man who can what? Provide. Right? So his 14-year-old now goes to a man because she's going to be taken care of. Sometime he give back the father cattle or whatever the case may be as a payment for his daughter. It's like, yo, y'all can't have your cake and eat it too. Right? Do you want to go back to times with somebody saying, yo, oh, here you go, because he can afford you. here, and you're gonna go with him, and we trading you, like you a card or something like that, like you one of those basketball cards or something like that, or you're gonna figure out somebody that you can grow, you can build with, bro.
But you know what's so crazy?
That's where that come from, though.
But you know what's also so crazy for me? I don't even think it's about the woman not contributing. I think it's about.
I'm talking about his thing.
No, I know.
I'm not talking about what
no,
you're
no, I
saying.
know.
I'm talking about the video.
I think it's about the man being able to provide to the point where the woman, if she goes out there and she does whatever, she works this, it's because she wants to and not because she has to, right?
But we don't live in that environment, bro. There's no way, especially if you live in New York City, California, and those type. Yo, listen, the rent that we charge now is same as the mortgage.
Yeah.
You talking about $4,000 or $5,000?
Sometimes more.
Nobody. It's not because she don't have to. No, it's because she gotta work. Because listen, if we want to live in a certain type of lifestyle, we can't pay $5,000 a month, $4,000 a month. Hold up. Plus another, what is it? How much is child care? Like what is child care, Suave? Like $700, $800, $1,000. My homegirl said she paid $1,200 a week or something like that. Some crazy number. You got 2 kids.
But look at that argument, right? Because to me, that's comparable to the argument of primary custody and secondary custody with children and parents once they split up, right?
Okay.
If you want primary custody as the woman, then you shouldn't be counting on child support. You should be able to take care of that child. And the reason I'm saying that is because they say in 80% of the cases when men take custody of that child, the woman provides nothing, bro. There is no child support or nothing. That man takes care of his kid. I think about my situation's a little different, because my daughter's mother died. But I think about when my daughter came to me when I was 13, when she was 13. Bro, I had no help from nobody, bro. I had to take care of the goddamn bills. I had to take care of whatever child care, clothes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hospital, whatever it was for my daughter. You get where I'm coming from? My oldest daughter came to me at 17. From the time my daughter came to live with me, her mother's never given that child $1, bro. You understand where I'm coming from? And if I choose to take on my child, then I should be able to afford the goddamn bills. And for me, it's sort of the same thing with having a woman, right? Not saying I disagree with you, but for me, it's like it goes back to the whole. Bro, I've been taking care of myself for so goddamn long.
I agree with you.
And pain. Like I'm so used to it.
I'm so used to it. I'm not talking, but I'm not talking just for me.
No, I get what you're saying. You're talking about for people in other situations. I get what you're saying.
And listen, if you live in New York City, there's no way that you could go to New York City.
How about this?
You make it $40,000, $50,000 a year.
How about this? Let's put it like this.
The projects is costing $3,000 a month.
Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it simple. If a woman wants a man that's going to pay all the bills, then find a man that can pay all the bills. And if you don't want a man that can't pay all the bills,
then you got.
If you want a man that can pay all the bills, then don't get with a man that can't pay all the bills. It's that simple.
But
it's
then
that simple.
Another thing too. And then we're gonna talk about new age women. And then when we talk about men paying the bills so much. And like I said, you come to my house, I've been paying all the bills myself. I don't care about that. But a lot of these women don't want to do traditional woman things. Everybody want a traditional man.
Yep, but don't want to be traditional women.
Nobody want to cook every day. Nobody want to clean.
No, it's not nobody wants to cook. Nobody wants there to be the expectation of them cooking and them cleaning
and taking care of
because I'm not your slave.
So
am I your slave? God damn it.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So, listen. And I also think men should cook. I think men should clean. Men should take care of the kids. We're supposed to be doing this too.
But I saw a video where this man was saying something very interesting. He said, I think part of the problem is the fact that it's so clear of what is required of men these days, but there is no list of what is required of women.
No,
there is none. There is absolutely because
he said
because
I think because didn't he say in that they always say happy wife,
happy life,
but nobody says happy husband.
When the truth is it's happy spouse, happy house. That's what it should be. Happy spouse, happy house. It's not happy wife, happy life. But there's a list of the expectations of men, but the expectations of women is pretty much subjective, right? It's all depending. well, you don't really have to cook and you don't have to clean. You know what I mean? It'd be nice if you did, but you don't have to, right? But a man, you have to provide. You have to protect. You have to do this or you're not a man. But with a woman, you don't have to cook. You don't have to cook. You don't have to clean. That doesn't make you not a woman, right? So you have women who are out there where there is no bar set for them to really hit, bro. It's just them being a woman is enough. And I was having a conversation with someone today where I was like, that's why I know I'm not sure if you saw what I posted today when I said at mention an amazing father that you know, right?
I reposted.
Because it's expected of us, but we don't get acknowledged for it, right? Because the truth is, a father, if he falls short, he's a deadbeat. He's this, he's that. All a mother has to do is be present, and she's the greatest mother in the goddamn world. Although she falls short so many goddamn different places, they still put her on that pedestal.
Let me ask you this question. Because we talking about, 50-50 with the bills and all that. Just want to ask you this question. And I might ask the young lady the questions next week when they're here. Do you think a man should be paying his girlfriend's bills or somebody he's dating's bills?
No, I don't. Let me tell you, I'm all for paying 100% of the bills, but that's when we live in the same household. I don't believe in that we live in two separate households and I'm paying your rent. I don't believe in that shit. That I don't believe in. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because
that shit I don't believe. That I think that in itself is it's a setup for failure.
Like, I helped out women before.
Yeah, bruh, that's your girlfriend. So if she falls short on a bill 1 month, then of course. But I'm not paying your rent every goddamn month like you're my child, bruh.
Right. No.
If we live under the same, yes, I'll take care of the bills. But no, the same way, like I said, the reason I have no problem paying all the bills is because I paid all the bills on my own when I lived by my goddamn self. You live by your goddamn self, you should pay your goddamn bills. Like, because my problem with that is, on one hand, you want that man to treat you like a child, but you don't want to respect him like your father. It doesn't make sense.
I hear you, man. Real quick, New York City reticketing office. I didn't even know they had a reticketing center.
I didn't either.
The reticketing center is giving immigrants one-way fares to anywhere they want to go. One-way airfares anywhere they want to go besides New York City.
I have a question.
So,
If the reticketing office is in New York, how could they give them a ticket to New York?
Oh, they probably go upstate New York.
Oh, okay. I think it's
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
They trying to get the migrants out of here.
They say, yeah, y'all was welcome, but you're not welcome anymore. You got to go. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know how they didn't know?
What?
I feel sorry for the hoes in East New York.
For the who's?
The hoes.
The hoes? What's wrong with the hoes?
You know the hoes that be behind.
Oh, you talking about, okay.
The hoes.
Oh,
Like,
over there, Cozine.
Cozy and all that stuff.
Okay. Galaxy Hotel in the back of
It-
White
it-
Castle.
No, it's not.
They gone?
All the immigrants are in the hotel now.
Say word.
Yeah, they had like a bus out there with the kids.
Don't sleep on that. That just means more clientele for the hoes, bro.
Yo, time out. But this is what I heard.
Yeah.
This might be snitching.
Yeah.
I can't. I ain't gonna snitch. I ain't gonna snitch on you hoes. I ain't gonna snitch.
What happened? Yeah, bro. You think the migrants ain't?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Migrants are spending their last little dollars.
Yo, bro, listen. But yeah, so they give you a one-way ticket anywhere you want to go. Now, this is what I would do if I was in that predicament. First of all, I'm gonna say I'm an immigrant so I can get a ticket to go somewhere and see if they just give me a ticket to go somewhere. You know what I mean?
Free airfare.
free of course.
They gonna give you a ticket right to Kamala Harris's house.
We won, Joe. We won.
Damn, listen.
We did it. But I'm gonna see if they could give me a ticket. Well, this is what I want to say. I lost my train of thought. If I was y'all, I would do my research to find out what's the least racist place in America and what's the cheapest place in America that I could do the work that I know how to do. I don't think you just pick a ticket to go nowhere. You got to really research this stuff. Because I really do believe people can get up and go to other places.
But can you imagine them throwing you on a plane and just dropping you
But a
in
lot
some
of them
place
just got here
you've
like that,
never
though.
been before?
Yeah,
you
but-
have no one
Yeah,
there.
but a lot of them got to New York
bro,
City like that, bro.
That is crazy, bro.
But it's not really crazy because a lot of us came to America like that. A lot of our parents came to America like that, especially our parents. That my grandmother knew one person on the block.
But she knew one person. She knew
And
one
had
person.
to figure the rest out.
My man got deported and sent to Haiti and didn't have nobody out there. And it was wild for him out there.
but
He
he
figured
figured
it out. But X a hustler, so he figured it out.
Yeah, he figured out. My
He
cousin got
figured it
deported.
out.
He figured it out.
He was in Haiti. Then when the earthquake happened, they sent him to DR. He ended up linking with Haitian Jack in DR, so he was with Haitian Jack in DR for a while, and now he in Canada. He doing his thing too. What up, X?
They better be quiet before they come get him in Canada.
Nah, he good now.
Yeah.
He good now. He good now.
Yeah, so that's, it is what it is, man. That's crazy. Oh, real quick. So Delaware is also experimenting with a new child support
Debit
card. It's gonna be like an EBT card, and you're gonna you only could like, it's like, I'm sorry.
Certain things you can't purchase.
Buy. I'm looking at all this stuff coming in on my text from Kim. Kim is our CPA, and she hit me with mad information. But anyway, you only could buy.
What up,
certain
Kim?
things. Yeah, you only could buy certain things. You only could buy
You can't spend it on rent, gas.
gas. Certain things you can't spend.
You
on
can't buy adult clothing.
or nothing like that. I think a lot of chicks are gonna stop having these babies.
I think it's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea. I think it deter people. People still gonna find how they're gonna sell it.
They're gonna find loopholes.
Loopholes. And sell.
But I think it deters people from being so cavalier with having children and thinking that children are just another income.
It definitely will. So I want to see how that goes in Delaware, man. Because if it goes nice, I can bring it on to New York City for all these people that's been suffering all these years with this child support, and maybe make things a little bit easier. But I didn't understand why I wouldn't pay part of your rent, though. I didn't understand that. Well, you probably have to get the cash.
But I think it goes back to exactly what I was saying, bro. Like, yo, bro, if you want primary custody of that child, then you should be able to afford to provide shelter for that child without help. If the only reason you can afford your rent is because the father's giving half, then, bro, give custody of that child to the person that can afford to give. Because what if something happens to the dad? Then what?
I hear
you. You understand what I'm saying?
I hear
I think that whoever can afford to take care of that child on their own is who should have custody. Because who's to say that that other parent, that non-custodial parent, is going to live forever? What if that person dies next year? Then what?
No, I hear you. I hear you. I'm trying to see else what I want to hit. Yo, did you dress up for Halloween this Halloween?
I did. I was a Moor. I was a gladiator, a Moorish king.
Okay, Moorish king. I would tell you this. I didn't dress up. I don't do the Halloween thing. But we was,
this was the first time I threw a Halloween costume on in years, and thank you to the young lady in my life, because
she got you.
She got me to wear a costume.
Looking like a Moorish king. Okay?
A Moorish king.
In a skirt. But anyway.
That wasn't a skirt, first of all. I was dressed up. Look, you keep. Yo. But anyway, yeah. So I'll throw that picture up. You know what I'm saying? I was a Moorish king. I looked good as a Moorish king, too.
Yeah.
Yo, people are crazy, bro. People are crazy. I swear to God.
Yo, what I want to say is, I was with Suave on Halloween. We was in the studio, and we got caught in the worst traffic we ever got. Yo, I didn't know, first of all, it's so funny.
With the Halloween parade?
Yo, first of all, I never realized, I had my studios in the cities for years, but we went to another studio, we chilling and stuff, and I didn't realize there was like a Halloween parade.
A huge Halloween
Yo,
parade
bro,
over there by West 4th.
I didn't know where it was at.
West
We
4th.
made the mistake and went down 5th Avenue. We should have went down 7th or 9th Avenue. Yo, we was in the worst traffic you could possibly think of.
Yeah, the Halloween
It was
Halloween
a
parade
bunch
is
of
huge.
weirdos. Yo, son, it was thousands
It's in
of
the
people.
village.
Thousands.
Yeah.
Upon thousands of people. All kind of bears, aliens, the greatest costumes you could ever see, bro.
He said all types of bears,
Yo, anytime
aliens.
I want to see, ladies, let me tell you, I don't care about Halloween, but if you want to play dress up while you in the crib and wear something fancy and come in, one Halloween? It's crazy because I think you know who it is. One one Halloween, I had a chick come to my house after a Halloween party, and she came and did the nasty with me in her maid costume. She put on her little maid costume and was my maid. She started cleaning up, and then she wanted to clean me up. You know what I'm saying?
That's
yeah, it was
nasty.
nice. So y'all can play dress up with me. I don't want to play Halloween because it was too many little niggas out there with the bikes and the masks, and people was driving. It was one nigga that drove up to us with the Jason mask. Yeah, like the purge out here. Yo, I don't want no problems, bro. It took us forever. It took us like 2 hours to get home, bro.
Yeah, you wildin'.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I went to a real nice Halloween party
Yeah.
in Jersey at this big ass mansion. It was really nice.
A lot of people had the Tico mask on, that ugly mask. Yeah, they had
The Tico mask. He said the Tico mask. This guy's
They had
crazy.
Tico face. You know what I'm saying? What Mike laughing? They had your belly too, nigga.
This guy crazy.
Yeah, keep laughing. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple things two more things so I want to hit real quick. Oh, I saw some good news. They did a survey, y'all. So if y'all don't know, I'm an Android user. I do have an iPhone, but I use my Android most of the time.
Yo, was that Tico snoring?
Yeah, Tico's out. Tico's like on crack. I don't know what's happening to Tico over there. But I had an Android phone. Tico real tired. I got an Android phone. So they were saying some things about Android. They did a survey. They took like a bunch of people that had iPhones and iPhones.
And this survey was done by an Android user, by the way.
No, it wasn't. It was done by an independent person. Anyway, so they said people with Androids are more honest.
And that's because they have no friends to lie to.
More honest than Apple users. They also say people with Android spend less time on their phone.
Because they have no friends to call.
They do less texting.
Because they have no
and
friends
they
to text.
also take less pictures than people on
Because
iPhones.
they're not invited anywhere to take pictures.
Okay, whatever. You trying to play us right now. They said people with Androids are introverted, and people with iPhones are extroverted.
They're introverted because they have no one to talk to.
Oh, everybody. Okay, cool. But I'm just saying, it just sounds better to be an Android phone user. So I just wanted to let y'all know. I want to share that with people that be having problem with people with Androids. I love my Android phone.
I'm fighting a little cold, you know what I'm saying, for y'all that, you know.
That's what happens when you eat butt on a consistent basis. Talk about
Where the hell did that come from?
talk about eating buns on a consistent, tossing, what they call that?
Tossing
eating
salad.
Eating the groceries, tossing the salad on a consistent basis. There was another NBA story I forgot to mention. So this young lady, this Caucasian young lady, says she met an NBA superstar. He was playing for the championship the next day, and she met him. She told him to come back to her hotel. He didn't have sex with her. She just wanted him to, all he wanted her to do was toss his salad. She said she tossed the salad until he, did what he had to do, till he finished. You know what I'm saying? And when she finished, she woke up with pink eye. But he won the championship the next day. So, if you want to win in life, let her eat your groceries.
That's nasty.
To each his or her own.
If they want to win in life, let her snack on your groceries. I'm just saying. I did see this too. I seen your man. We didn't address this. This is what, to me, I call this some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Cesar Pena, the guy that's alleged to did the alleged
Real estate
Ponzi scheme, and he had DJ Envy involved in some of the stuff. People were suing DJ Envy and all that. Came out and said that Envy had nothing to do with it. He didn't do no deals with Envy. Envy wasn't there for none of the deals.
I think Envy said he lost like $500,000.
Right? But he said all that is on him. He got to go to court and they're fighting court, whatever. But I think that's some real, right? To me, because I'm pretty sure if he implicates Envy in this, he could probably even get a sweeter deal if he found guilty on anything like this. But he went up there and said, yo, my man ain't got nothing to do with this. It's all on me. I take all the blame. I fight whoever in court. So to me, that was commendable because a lot of dudes.
It was honorable.
Yeah, a lot of dudes don't do that. A lot of dudes, they snitch on their
They're like,
man.
nah, it's not even snitching, but they like, yo, look, man, by putting you in the clear, I'm basically admitting guilt.
So, yeah, so that was, to me, I think that's cool. You got to see how it go. Hopefully, it stays that way. You know what I'm saying? Also, back to the kids making noise. They do have a new restaurant that's putting it went viral for putting a fee if you have noisy kids inside of the restaurant. So basically, if your kids is noisy inside the restaurant, they want to charge you a fee because your kids is noisy, and I guess you spoiling experience for the other people.
Yeah, it's one experience for the other
I don't
customers.
believe in that, man. I think restaurants, movie theaters, places like that, kids get annoying, but kids are part of our world, and going out to a restaurant is, my opinion, a family experience. So you shouldn't kill. And I think a lot of these restaurants made their bones off of families bringing their kids there. Now all of a sudden you want to charge more an economy that we in for children? Nah, bro.
Just because something is appropriate in your home doesn't mean, it's just like your kids could run amok when they're in your house, and when they come into my home, I may tell you to tell your kids to sit the hell down.
Yeah, but it's not a public restaurant, bro.
Wait, but it's still an establishment. I mean, if at the end of the day, your kids acting unruly or spoiling the experience for other patrons, I mean, I
Say
get
kids
it.
are not allowed in the restaurant. I'd rather you say that than charge a family to come out with their children. It's hard enough for people out here, bro. I don't agree.
But if it's hard enough, then train your kids right. Like it's that.
Yeah, but some kids are uncontrollable. Kid might have a wet diaper, 2 years old.
You Jamaican. I don't want to hear some kids ain't controllable.
Some kids ain't
I don't want to hear. I
controllable.
don't want to hear that.
Some kids ain't controllable.
You listen.
And
so,
you can't beat kids in public.
You can't. Yo, bro, you Jamaican.
You can't beat
You're
kids
Jamaican.
in public.
You're Jamaican. I don't want to hear some
hear
kids
you.
uncontrollable.
We don't live in a society. This ain't Jamaica.
Bruh.
You can't pop. You go straight to the hot place, to the jail place. Not to the hospital.
I've yet to see you a child. I've yet to see you with a child around you that's not controllable, Styles.
I hear you, but this ain't the Jamaica, bro. But what I want to say too, talking about that, there was an influencer. I don't know this. I think his name's CJ. I'm not sure this influencer name. It doesn't matter to me. But he was on social media today, and he had cut his daughter's hair because she went out to she's a young girl, underage, went out to a 21 and over club, and was twerking and
she put it on social media.
Splitting. I guess they saw it on social media because it was on social media. I don't know if she put it or somebody else put it. So when she came home, he went on social media, cut her hair, and tell her to do push-ups. And she was crying. Some people was beefing about it, saying he should never publicly embarrass her like that. I felt 2 ways. I felt like he didn't have to do that on social media. He could have bust her behind in the house. Or,
He could have bust her.
he could have,
Disciplined her.
Disciplined her in the house. But I also feel like she put herself out there on social media, and and she went back on social media to get herself embarrassed by her parents. So, and I think you said it earlier.
Yeah, don't steal my goddamn thought.
Oh,
please,
go ahead.
Okay.
You the king of stealing people's thought. But go ahead, I'm gonna let you rock.
What I was gonna say is, on one hand, I do feel like, look, parents have the right to discipline their children however they feel. You know what I mean? I don't think that he needed to humiliate her, but my problem with when these things take place is everybody always speaks to the parent humiliating the child, but nobody speaks to the fact that when that child does these things and puts it on social media, they're humiliating their parent.
Yeah, listen, man. I guess I come from like some more corporal punishment. Like, what he did wasn't crazy to me. She'll get over it, and hopefully she learned from it. To me, it was a far.
Hair grows back.
To me, I don't even know if he cut her hair. He cut the steak that it looked like. But to me, if that saved her from being, a hot pants girl outside.
What do you mean a hot pants? What do you mean? Give me another word for that. What's another word for a hot pants girl?
I don't want to say it. Like a whore or something like that.
Okay.
Like a hoe or something. You know what I mean? Instead of going outside doing that.
You know what's so crazy?
Maybe he's saving her.
But let me tell you.
And hold up, just what I want to make a point real quick. And he's an influencer. All he does is be on the internet all day. So I think these, people like, why you put on the internet? They put everything on the internet.
That's what he does.
This generation. So he just did what he naturally does. I don't know if it's wrong or right, but
But let me tell you what's nuts, man. The direction that we're going down, I can see in another 15 to 20 years, like you see what you said, what he did to prevent her from being hot pants. I can see them saying, well, it ain't for you to police her body, even though that's your child, and it ain't for you to basically try to control her. Like, that's the direction we're going down, where it's like the bar is being lowered so much morally that pretty soon they're going to tell fathers that you shouldn't try to prevent your child from being promiscuous because it's their body, their choice.
Listen, they already tell them it's their body, their choice. You late. But
He said you late. I ain't late because my kids,
Yeah,
I don't
talking
believe
about
in
your
that
kid.
goddamn, all right, my foot in your ass, my choice, god damn it. Yeah,
But
okay.
what I will say is we live in a world that, you know, it's like double-sided. If that girl go outside and she be the girl giving everybody top on the block, we'll talk about her parents and her father and her mother and be like, yo, look at her, she just unruly. We you know, if she out there twerking, lifting up her skirt, we'll talk about her, the parents. But if you do something about it at the same time to try to cause prevention, we'll talk about that too.
That's why I say.
we just don't.
That's why I say
we don't
people.
satisfy. Nobody's satisfied with anything. So, you know, it is what it is.
That's why I say people are always going to talk. You just don't always have to listen.
You're right about that. And lastly, they saying that the world is plummeting.
Into the depths of hell.
Nah, it's being uncharted territory of global warming. They saying the forest fires that's happening.
Isn't it global heating now? It's not even warming anymore?
Yeah, I don't know, but they said we are past the point of no return, and we should just get prepared. Between the global warming, between the threats of war, all we could do is just say, God protect us, and just trust and believe in God that we be all right. Because,
Just go to sleep. When they go down, just go to sleep.
and hopefully you open your eyes and you in heaven, and you ain't in a hot place. Because listen, man, yo, Tico is going crazy with those snores over there. I don't know who floor he slept on last night because he didn't get no sleep, but this guy's going crazy. I don't know if y'all can hear him. But yeah, we just gotta just thank God for where we at right now, and pray that we just stay safe, man. Because the powers that be, they running this earth into the ground. So, you know what I mean? People don't care about people; they care about wealth.
Yo, bro, that's
greed.
why they looking for other planets that are inhabitable. Because they know that they killing the Earth.
You
And pretty
know?
soon, this place is going to be uninhabitable.
Yeah. So, listen, man. With that being said,
This was another episode of Brooklyn Boys. Righty
radio.
out.
I don't know what this. I don't know. But
Shout
y'all
out to the Wood Stage 8.
Shout out to Woodstack.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Yo, Mike, make sure you wash under your belly. But you know, it is what it is. Tico, get some sleep. Suave, I still don't F with you. And yo, we see y'all same time, same bat channel next week.
Brooklyn, out.